good evening, everyone.
Hello!
We are back after a 2-week hiatus.
It's been too long.
Yes.
Long have we waited.
Yeah, it's been a while.
To be back with you lovely people.
Yeah, because I had I was really messed up sinus wise 2 weeks ago, and then last Monday, of course, was 4th of July, and we hope you guys had an awesome 4th of July.
Yes.
But we're back. We're back finally.
Back and better than ever, some would say.
Yes, we are. We are back. Yeah, but you say back and better than ever. We hit 7K. I say
Woo!
Finally. It wasn't that long that we were in 6K, but
here's my thing. I want to blow it.
Oh, we need more of these.
We do. Not the prettiest sound, but it'll do.
Yeah, it's getting kind of old. I think we need a new one. Yeah, well, let's see. Let's see who's in the chat right now. Rex, always nice to see you.
Hey, Rex.
Richard, good to see you. Mike, always nice to see you. Zechariah, good to see you. Marcos, the awesome moderator. He's the man.
The man.
He's the man who can. Good to see you. Good to see you, Keeley.
If there ever was a man that could, it's Marcos.
It is. It really is. He's the man. And hello to you. Nice to see you. TD, good to see you. Always nice to see you. TD posted a nice little tweet for us. He was saying how he found us the night that Jay had us on.
Aww.
And how much he's enjoyed our channel.
Well, we appreciate you very much.
And we are happy. Yeah. If I know TD is, there's a couple of you that I think found us that night that we went on Jay's channel and have stuck with us and became very loyal watchers. And we appreciate that. It's awesome.
We swiped you right from Jay.
We share. We have joint custody.
We do.
Jay's okay with it. He's fine with it.
He is.
He's got Gina. He's okay.
He's very busy with Gina right now.
He is. He's basically become Gina's personal assistant. And he's a good one because we know. I mean, he's always prepared.
He is Johnny on the spot.
He really is. So, Cher Bear, good to see you. Let's see who else is here. Dominic, nice to see you. Dominic, did you see Thor: Love and Thunder? I'm sure you have. I have not seen Thor: Love and Thunder, actually.
If you have seen it, why don't you let us know in the
comments let us know
what you thought about it.
Yeah, yay or nay. We want to see what you thought about because I just last week, which doesn't speak very highly of the show of the movie. I really was kind of bored last week and didn't have anything to do, and I still opted to not go see Thor: Love and Thunder. It just, I think from the reviews and
well, I've heard kind of mixed reviews.
Yeah, but no, I don't hear many reviews like it was really awesome.
That's true.
By mixed, you get some that are like it wasn't bad.
Like it's not as bad as people are saying.
Yeah, that's kind of the good reviews I've heard of it. Good to see you, James. Let's see. Buying tickets for me and my girlfriend to see Elvis and snuck in and saw Thor. It was a disaster. We saw Elvis again. It was good. Yeah, I enjoyed Elvis. I
did too. I honestly want to see it again.
I've
only seen it once still.
I definitely will see it again. I may not make it back to theaters to see it again. It may be a situation. I've actually have had my HBO Max deactivated for a while, but I may get that here soon when that goes on.
Yeah.
Because I definitely will watch it again. It's definitely worth a second watch, I think. But I did enjoy it.
HBO and we're in an on and off relationship.
I am too. Well, it's kind of like when there's something on there you want to watch or not.
Yeah.
And then something else that I need to watch that I've heard only good things about, I've heard Valiant talk about it, and I've heard some others talk about it, is on the Paramount Plus app, and that is the show The Offer, which has Miles Teller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of only good things about that show, actually.
Have you heard of The Boys?
Yes, I have. And did you guys?
That's gotten a lot of hype, I think.
It does. I've never got. You guys, let me know what you think. I know people love The Boys. I hear there's a lot of blood and stuff.
I heard it got kind of political too.
Oh, did it?
But it's this was on Tim Pool. I was listening about. I guess maybe it was so bad politically. It was just like funny. I don't know. That was just, I guess, their interpretation.
Because I think people liked it because it wasn't woke and had it gone
Yeah.
that way. So I don't know, guys. You guys can tell me about that. Did the Boys season 3 go political
The
or
finale or something like that? Maybe I've got it wrong.
You can let us know about that as well. Hit the thumbs up. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate it. Your average Patriot nerd, hell chat, and special hell to the lovely ladies of Force of Light. Congratulations on 7K. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I don't think I said much there. Yeah. Let's see.
What did you just say? Thank you very.
It was like much.
Thank you very.
Did it really come out there? Hello, Brett.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
I love when people say
Thank you
that.
very much. I need an Elvis clip. Hello to you. Good to see you. Good to see everyone in the chat tonight.
Hello.
And Midnight's Edge After Dark.
Hey
Tom,
there.
I believe this is Tom. How are you?
Hey, Tom.
Thank you for the $7 super chat. Congratulations on I like it. $7, the 7 for 7K. Thank you very much.
That was cute. Well played, sir.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So, Michelle,
Tom.
now you understand from that clip that was Tom Cruise's first wife.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, guys, remember last time we had a live chat
She didn't know he had like a wife before Nicole Kidman.
I didn't, and I definitely didn't know that she was in Austin Powers. That was not something that I knew. But now I know. Now I know. Let's see. Chris, good to see you. I know Chris was not, I think, a big fan of the Elvis movie. I think he told me.
Expound on that, Chris.
Yeah, you can let us know in the comments. Your average, it was the Carrie Smith interview for me. So when we were on Carrie's channel, is that when you found us? That's cool.
I loved that chat.
I did too. Anytime Carrie wants us on, we're like,
we're down.
It's always a nice conversation. I enjoy talking to Carrie a lot.
Such a great lady.
She really is. She really is. 7K. Scuba Pete. Scuba Pete's been around he's an OG'er. He's been around from the beginning.
Scuba!
And
you really have.
We appreciate.
I think like 200 subs-ish.
Yeah, we appreciate.
Pretty early on.
We appreciate all of you.
Listen, you
guys.
But
those OGs are it's cool.
Like, not to get mushy, but I really do. It's like sometimes, especially when it's been a couple weeks, I'm so excited to get in here and talk to you all. And I just want to say thank you, because sometimes you guys leave comments on our videos and maybe you don't even realize it kind of makes my day sometimes. Sometimes I just need the love, you know? I mean, I'll admit it. And sometimes you give it and it's like you don't realize, what it means to me. So I just want to say thank you for the sweet comments that we see sometimes.
We do. We appreciate those sweet
sweet
comments. Because you get some that you're like, I'm sorry our video ruined your day.
The good thing is, I feel like they're mainly positive on our channel.
It's the very few that we ruin their day.
As Rodney Dangerfield once said.
What did Rodney say?
In a beautiful flower garden, you've got a weed or two. There's always a few weeds.
You really do.
Something to that sentiment. But that's how life is.
Yeah, it really is.
But most of you are beautiful flowers.
It really is. This is a good question. What of what you're watching now, what do you love most? Well, what we just finished watching is what I love most.
Yeah,
that would be Stranger Things.
Yeah.
If you haven't picked up, we're pretty big fans.
Pretty massive stance.
But I'm just going to say that I felt very justified in my standing for season 4 of Stranger Things when the Critical Drinker put out a review and didn't even want to waste time saying anything negative. He was just like, it was awesome.
That's when you know it's good.
When he's like, yeah, there were some things I could nitpick on, but who cares? And he moved on.
Because it was just like, overall, it's so dang good.
It was really good. Gosh, I'm not one who tears up a lot, honestly, and stuff. And I like at the end with Eddie, man, I tear up every time. It just gets me.
You guys, I've learned through that process that I'm not the prettiest crier.
Well,
But you win some, you lose some.
I was laughing at Nadley when before we were getting out those reaction videos, which I'm glad that people seem to be enjoying. We had a lot of fun recording those.
I know what you're about to say. I had to laugh at myself because I really do about 80% of the. I'm like I look so worried the whole time, and then the tears it was a lot of emotion.
I sent Natalie screenshots, and I was like, "Look at your face and look at mine." I was like, "Mine is just like watching normally," and I was like, "Yours looks deeply pained, and like tears may come out."
It was all happening. It was a lot. It was a lot for my senses as a sensitive person.
It was a lot. I did on our Force of Light Entertainment Instagram on the story yesterday. I did the many emotions of Stranger Things finale, and I took multiple screenshots that started with us like so happy. They went to shock. They went to tears. They went to back to happy. It really ran the gambit of emotion, and I really appreciate that. I really do.
Well, I mean, that's a great finale, honestly.
It was a great finale.
That makes you feel all that.
And I just want to point out, as I've been pointing out on other channels, that I totally called. When I went on to Nina's show after Volume 1, I was the only one in the panel that said no major character will die. And they're all like, no, someone's going to die. And I was like, no, you guys need to understand the Duffer Brothers. This show is a throwback to the days of Goonies and E.T. and Star Wars. The main characters are going to live.
Certainly with a lot of, horror mixed in.
But you can tell those things so inspired them.
Just more inspired. Yeah, but I mean, I told you that too.
Well, I
told you no main character.
But I went on live and put my words like on the line.
You put it out there.
I put it out there, and I was right. And then I also said that it was going to go full Empire Strikes Back,
and boy did it.
And I was right. They definitely
you weren't wrong.
Yeah, I said that I thought the Hawkins crew was going to take a little bit of an L, like in The Empire Strikes Back. And literally, like in The Empire Strikes Back, their victory is the fact that they just all make it out alive by the skin of their teeth. And Max literally is Han Solo, frozen in carbonite. I mean, that's where we are.
Eyesight and all.
Yeah. I mean, they even had a line that, this was more Return of the Jedi. They even had a line that was like straight out of like the Emperor from Return of the Jedi. But again, the Duffer Brothers clearly love Star Wars and were inspired by it.
Very much so.
I've been saying for years, I would love for them to be given free reign to make a Star Wars project. But maybe I'd rather wait for that to happen maybe after Kathleen goes.
Right. I like that little sound effect you just made.
At some point, whenever she retires.
Never heard you do that before.
There's a first for everything.
It was for Kathleen. It brought it out of you.
Fade in. So out of watching now, Stranger Things is definitely my favorite, but I'm like half or over halfway through 3 episodes of The Terminal with Chris Pratt. And I actually really like it. Now, I started it multiple nights, and the first 30 minutes of the first episode just would not pull me in. It was like,
but that's how a lot of pilots are, in my opinion.
Well, I think it's because they start like on a mission, and it's dark, and I'm like, I can't see much, and why are they here? What are they doing? I had a lot of questions, but then once it gets back to America, I got really invested. And now I think it's been very entertaining.
My daughter, Izzy, we actually were talking about that yesterday. She was saying how a lot of kids her age, for example, they'll watch 5 minutes of a pilot and then they're like, not interested. She's like, you got to give it an episode. I'm like, absolutely.
You absolutely do. Well, what's funny is I was talking to our dad because I was like, I bet you would like The Terminal. It would be something you would enjoy. Yeah. And he said, I started it. And I said, I really struggled.
He's one of those.
I said, I really struggled with the first 15 minutes or so. And he goes, yeah, it was so dark. And I was like, that's what I was saying. So maybe other people kind of struggled. Everything else has been good though with it.
Is it Ozark level dark?
No, when we say
in the first episode?
When I say dark, I mean literally it's dark. You can't see.
Oh, you mean just physically it's dark.
Physically dark.
It's hard to see.
Yeah.
I got some shows are like that. You kind of need the lights off and turn the volume up.
TV TV shows do that sometimes because of budget purposes.
I get it.
They don't want you to see the lack of scope
It's
of what
kind
they're in.
so you're saying it's kind of a Marla Hooch, a lot of night games situation, but movie version or show version.
And that was pretty much all of Obi-Wan Kenobi. They're like
a lot of night games.
Marla Hooch. Like,
what a hitter!
Yeah, a lot of night games. That's what I mean. Everything was just dark.
If you guys know, you know.
Yeah, we do love A League of Their Own. It's one of my favorite movies. HBO is my personal favorite streaming service. I get it free. Man, I wish I got it free. That'd be a great one to get free.
Nice. That's pretty sweet, Dominique.
Because I have to say, HBO Max, you guys tell me if you think I'm wrong. I think they have the best movie collection.
I do too.
I mean, because Warner's just made so many movies.
It's kind of just nice to like have in your mix.
It is.
You know, just because they have some like different offerings sometimes.
Definitely. And hello, Derek. Nice to see you. Hello, Griffin Turbo.
Hello.
I saw the offer on Paramount Plus. It was good. I've not heard anyone mention the offer like in a negative. It's always mentioned in a positive. So basically, the offer, Natalie, they retold the story of how The Godfather got made, and I guess Miles Teller's in it, and a few other actors that I think are maybe well known or known. But again, people just say it's so well made, well acted.
So are they telling the true story of how the movies got made?
Yes.
Okay, I was making sure I was following you. Right?
Yeah. But yeah, people seem to really like it. And I've heard male and female say it's really good. Terminal is starring Chris Pratt. Yes, that's what I'm watching now.
Oh, and I have Amazon Prime.
That's what the Terminal's on.
They have like good random movies on there, I think.
They do. Yeah, Amazon does. The Terminal, what is funny is the fact that this show is getting labeled by outlets as like a far right show.
I have heard that.
I mean, so I was watching this and I'm thinking in my mind,
like Chris Pratt's in it. They're like Jurassic Park.
And I think another thing that got it was they had like the news channel on. It was Fox News. They were like far right. It's out of here. It's awful, but it made me think watching it because this is in my mind, them saying all this stuff, which you knew was junk anyways.
The crazy thing is too, Fox News is like not far right.
No, it's really not.
I mean, it's gotten farther and farther away, I feel like. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of it anymore, but just from things I've seen.
Well, and I mean, Fox News used to be in like Fox television shows. Like I remember 24 had Fox News on the TV because it was made by Fox.
I mean, do they have a big slant? Absolutely. Does CNN have a big slant? Absolutely. It's one of those things.
MSNBC? Yes.
Absolutely.
Are they covering the Hunter Biden laptop? Probably
no.
Not. But anyways, watching the show, it just made me think. So like, if this is far right, was the Bourne Identity, was that the Bourne trilogy far right? Is Mission Impossible far right? Because both of those deal with government conspiracy at times. So it's just like, what makes this far right exactly? I mean, it's literally just kind of becomes like I guess you'd consider actually a military thriller, but it's more kind of like it's not espionage, but it feels that way.
Who is an example of a person that is far right? When people are like, they're extreme far right. Like, could you give me an example of what that is?
Well, I mean, like
because everybody gets labeled far right. Like if you're not everybody, but you know what I mean? Today more and more they'll call people far right. And it's like, well, Joe Rogan's not far right, but they call him that.
That's true.
Stuff like that.
Well, it's kind of lost its meaning.
It has,
because
the left, I should say, I'm talking about the specific kind
yeah, you mean like,
the
yeah.
left. Yeah, they really overuse words, I notice.
Absolutely.
To where they do
lose meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they
like that Yahtzee word and stuff like that.
Yeah, it loses meaning. But yeah, I don't know how they define that at this point. when the terminal,
I don't even know.
When the terminal list is a far right, what did they call it? Like a far right fantasy or something. It's like, and what's funny about this too, if you think about it, so the terminal deals with like corruption and even government corruption to a degree, I guess. And it's like, don't you remember when like the liberals used to be like anti-Big Brother? Like, but that's the sad thing. Today's left is not liberal.
Yeah, it's true.
It's authoritarian.
It's a different world out there.
It really is. But I am enjoying, I guess, that far right show, which has nothing to do with politics whatsoever, but it's funny how those go. Natalie, so you didn't. I answered the question. What are you watching? What are you enjoying?
Well,
She's like, I don't really. I'm TV showless at the moment.
you guys, honestly, real talk, I do watch a lot of YouTube. Like that's kind of probably the thing, because like when I'm just doing stuff around the house or whatever, like I'm a big YouTube watcher, honestly. And also, I love Stranger Things, and I have kind of slowly been rewatching season 4. Can't get enough.
I mean, it's really good.
I feel like all the people we know are like rewatching it. It's everywhere.
Well, I mean, in fact, I'll pull.
Yeah, we were at a friend's house the other night. She was rewatching season 3, so I watched some of that.
Well, she started that week on season 1.
Yeah,
she just killed it. She just crushed it. And I told
shout out to MD.
Yes, I told her to stop before she goes to season 4 and to rewatch the original Star Wars trilogy, because then she would understand all my references.
Exactly.
Because they're there. They're definitely there.
I can't remember who it was. It was kind of funny. I was explaining, this latest season of Stranger Things, and I said, it's very Empire Strikes Back. I can't remember who it was, and they said, I don't know what that means. They were like, can you explain what you're trying to say?
But with Star Wars, you should just be like, but how have you never seen that?
But how?
But how? Like, how are you that person?
But why?
Yeah, who hasn't seen it? Let's see. The Boys, Stranger Things, Umbrella Academy ruled the summer for me. I never got into Umbrella
Somebody
Academy.
mentioned that to me within the past week or so too.
So some of you guys let me know below. I'm slowly, working through these comments. Let me know below if you enjoy the Umbrella Academy. I know it's got Elliot Page in it. But The Boys, yeah, someone's put up there after I'd said that it is very bloody.
Michelle, he's a cutie. What are you talking about?
Some people are saying that Elliot is going to replace Ezra Miller as the Flash.
Now there's an idea.
They kind of look alike.
I really did always think she was adorable, Ellen Page. I thought she was a little cutie, but okay, I'll just stop. This is just getting awkward.
Gosh, I haven't watched an episode of The Boys. Yeah, I haven't either. And I know most people seem to like The Boys a lot. Congratulations, girls. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Hi, ladies. Hello, Johnny. Nice to see you.
Johnny on the spot.
And Damajanai, aka Damunji. Congrats on 7K, my beautiful friends. Rock on.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Yes.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
We didn't just become.
Michelle,
We've been there. We were already there.
We're already there.
Thank you, Damajanai. I cried the last 15 minutes of Stranger Things, had to stop it multiple times. I mean,
it was a roller coaster.
You guys saw me. The tissue's still here wadded up. I need to throw that away.
You should save it.
I'm just going to put this on the wall. Behind us is going to be the Stranger Things. The Stranger Things 4 tissue.
You need to put it in a little glass case. Like a baseball.
And then
that's special.
And then it's gonna just on top say R.I.P. Eddie. I mean, that's
my daughter wants an Eddie phone case.
Do you know? Okay, so her daughter Izzy and I, we saw before Volume 2 came out, right after Volume 1 had came out. We saw the Eddie Funko Pop, and I so wish I would have bought it because those things are like going through the roof now.
I bet those are hard to find.
Yeah, I so wish. I don't know. I kind of stopped buying Funko Pops, and I didn't think about it. But man, I wish I would have invested.
You got an Eddie at this point.
Well,
he deserves.
No, my point is, I should have got Eddie and put Eddie on eBay for for a nice price.
Holla for $1, honey.
Chris, I feel the Elvis movie would have been better served with maybe 2 installments, maybe a childhood mid-60s part, a 68 special. There's just so much to cover with Elvis.
But I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah, because there is. It almost would have been like an awesome miniseries on HBO Max.
Absolutely. To have more time to really explore things.
Yeah, it was, because there is just so much to cover in his life. I mean, it was almost 3 hours long, and as you say, I mean, they really.
I mean, Elvis was, like kind of
a big
It's
deal.
kind of a big deal.
He really was.
He kind of still is.
And regardless, actually, it's kind of funny because it just kind of proves all people have different opinions, different views. Because I definitely thought Austin Butler did a phenomenal job.
Amazing.
Regardless of if you like the movie, I thought at moments he truly was Elvis.
Even our mom, she was like, that kid, basically like, wow.
A star was born.
Yeah.
But it's funny in the comments, I had a few people be like, he just did not do a good job.
I saw those.
And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, that's a first, but all right.
But we respect everybody's
Yeah, I
opinion
mean,
around here.
it's again, it's an opinion. It's just funny because when you do, and I'm sure channels like Midnight's Edge really see this, it's like when you cover these things, you get every different opinion, every different
one.
view, which is kind of fun.
But you know what? That's what makes the world fun sometimes.
It is.
If we were all the same, it'd be pretty boring.
It would be boring. Lisa K, Terminal List is worth it just to watch Chris Pratt. Oh my gosh, he's amazing. Plays a character totally opposite of his personality and nails it. This probably really was like his best act
for him to kind of like break out.
It really was like I think a pretty dang good acting for him. Now there's one thing, and I'm not gonna.
Why'd you say for him?
Oh, I didn't mean it that way. I was my mind was on the comments. It was just when I say that he did really good. There's not that silly, fun Mr. Chris Pratt that we know.
Like he was
a different person.
He was a different character.
He was a different character.
Yeah, I get that.
He did good. Yes, The Terminal was fantastic. Do you know I've never watched The Sopranos? I have not. I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes years ago.
Do you know?
And I watched the finale because I just want to know, I watched the end scene because I wanted to know what people were always talking about over the years about the end scene.
I did watch a few episodes with our brother. Back in his college days, he went through a big Tony Soprano period.
He did. And he can do that. He can talk pretty much just like him. We'll have to get him to do it sometime.
He's got the almost black, shiny. I mean, he could pull it off. He could do it.
He really did go through a phase.
He went through a Tony phase. But what I was going to say, I've been tempted so many times to start that show because I still hear people.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be watching makeup videos and they'll be like, oh, I'm so into The Sopranos right now. And so I'm like, it must be a great show to have held up this many years later and people are still watching it. But I guess I just think it's maybe it's really bad or something.
Well, here's what I want to ask.
I mean, bad is in the content.
Well, there's a lot of language.
Yeah. Which I can handle language.
Yeah. What I was going to ask you guys that you have seen it, I want you to do a better or worse or greater than sign in the comments. Which song, which show is, that symbol. Which show is better written and acted? The Sopranos or Breaking Bad?
Okay, yeah, go. Let us know.
I want to know that because they seem to be up there.
Genuinely curious
with how much people. I mean, I've seen Breaking Bad. I think it's a phenomenal show. It was
amazing,
very well written and acted. But I've not seen The Sopranos. But those two shows seem to be maybe. And I know they're different.
Or they kind of get compared, maybe.
Well, I just think they both seem to have such a special place of belovedness for people. Mumbling May. Just came into the stream. Hello, ladies. Well, hello, Mumbling May. Nice to see you.
Hello.
It's always nice to see you. And oh my gosh, Valiant Renegade, our friend Valiant. Valiant has outdone himself.
I mean, I'm about to get up and do the robot tonight. I don't know.
Please do the robot. Hold on. I'm going to take this off the screen just so we get the robot.
How do we... Guys, how do we you can dance
if you wanna.
You can start.
I can't do the robot.
Okay, I'm gonna go into these.
This is a very moving robot. I don't know that Valiant got his money's worth.
I'll do better. I'm gonna work on my robot for next.
I don't know that was $70 worth of a robot situation. But Valiant, thank you so much. Happy 7K, ladies.
Aw,
Well
thank
deserved. Cheers to
you.
the milestone and to the 10K and beyond. One of these days, Nat will actually make it to a VR show with Michelle and Tent. Love you both and congrats. Thank you for the friendship and the great content.
Aw,
Well, thank you
thank
so
you,
much. Truly.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Grandpa, it gives me wings.
Yeah, Valiant gives us wings.
You really did just give us wings.
He really does. And Natalie and I both, I mean, we've said, like, Valiant really.
She looked over and there's just
a tear. Valiant. Now you're not going to blow for. Valiant.
Guys, I'm a little hyper tonight if you can't tell.
Valiant really is like so great at what he does. Like
he is.
It is a niche that he found that was not
And
really tapped into, and he just killed it.
And he's quickly becoming the GOAT, I feel like.
Of that, yeah.
Just
like
quickly,
he really is.
quickly.
Like he dives into facts. I'm like, good Lord, like how much time did he spend figuring this out? But he does an amazing
That's
job.
what you call big brain energy, is what I like to call it.
It is big brain energy. It
Yeah.
is. But yes, and yes, for the friendship, yes, Valiant. That's why I said even before we got on, it's like Valiant's my friend.
Yeah, we actually just mentioned him before we got on.
We really did. So thank you so much. Truly, that's incredible. That's awesome. Yeah, he does. Go check out Valiant Renegade if you have not yet. Let's see. Ryan Kennel. Ryan Kennel. Ryan Kennel.
Wrong with us
Oh,
tonight.
he said Ryan Kennel far right. Oh, definitely. He's definitely getting labeled far right.
Well, I know he would definitely get labeled
Yes.
far right, but that's what I like. But is he though?
I don't think he
I don't
is
think-
at all.
I mean, I don't think so.
No, not at all. I would say Ryan and I could probably have some really good political chats.
Yeah, I would say so.
I just have a feeling. Are the Jack Ryan, or even the Jack Ryan TV show, is that far right? I mean, it's kind of like if the terminal's far right, I just don't know the
that
rules
could be said
anymore.
about so many things. Or more
Yeah.
just like American shows, military shows, things like that, I would assume.
I mean,
At this point, sadly.
if Stranger Things didn't have a lesbian character, it might be far right because they show American flags. They
Yeah.
show some churches in the show.
I mean, they show what, Stranger Things?
yeah, they showed a
They
scripture,
show
man.
scripture. I noticed, and you notice it kind of touched me.
It fit the moment.
It fit the moment, and it's like clearly they wanted you because they show it, and then they show Elle looking at it, they show it again. So it's like I was like, good for them putting that scripture in there.
But do you know, again, that's a throwback to 80s. When I was surprised, there were so many big 80s movies I hadn't seen until 2020. And when our theater, the one that we always go to, it reopened in May of 2020. And they would just show like old movies for $5. And I started seeing a bunch of the 80s movies I hadn't seen. And it kind of touched me, like how like very American 80s movies were. Like that. I
Yeah.
mean, the ones that were supposed to be in America.
right?
And then also, like they weren't afraid to like mention God because that was a part of
It
our
was
culture.
so much more a part of the culture.
And it wasn't
yeah.
like in a negative way, it's just a part of life way.
Yeah.
And I think Stranger Things is picking up on those things.
Right.
America
That that's part of American culture.
and I'll tell you who else picked up on those two things in a modern movie. And it's, you guys know, it was my favorite movie of 2021. And I love it's going to be a trilogy, A Quiet Place.
yeah,
John,
that's exactly what I was they added that
Yes.
kind of in.
John, in fact, if John Krasinski, if they thought he was right leaning, they would deem those movies far right. Because like
Gosh, I love those
because they're like there's pro-life messaging in them.
Yes.
There's pro-American like flags and things. It's very he just clearly understands American Midwest like middle of the country culture.
Like
And he relayed that in those movies.
pro-family,
pro-God. They pray at the table.
pro-awesome fathers.
Yes, and mothers. And I mean,
Yeah.
it was, yeah. He's kind of, those movies are almost like a throwback to the 80s. And what was another kind of throwback movie? Top Gun Maverick. It was very American. It was unashamed to be American made. And guess what? People like it.
Because guess what? America's awesome.
Yeah. Well, and it's just like we've said this so many times.
I mean, sure, we have our problems, but this is a great country.
Well, here's the bottom line. If a movie's supposed to be in America, it should reflect America. Like, too many American movies today are trying to have such wide appeal, like Jurassic Park. Like, that just was trying to have so much wide appeal.
Right.
And I mean, that just came to my mind because I just, saw it, I guess, a month ago or so. But there's something to movies, again, the 80s, Top Gun, Stranger Things, to when they're unashamedly American.
Like we should, because, and I feel that way about everybody that lives in their own country.
Exactly.
Like, you should, is nationalist the term? Like, or not.
Yeah, but, they make that a bad thing.
Oh, okay. Oops. But I think it's just like we all should be ride or die.
Well, you should
for
all
our
be
countries,
you should all be proud. Like, if it's Canada Day, you should be proud of Canada or whatever day. Well, and here's my point. I keep not fully making my point. If I go to watch a James Bond movie, I want British culture. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for some other culture. I want England, their culture.
When I watch BBC shows, which I've actually watched quite a few of, I actually really, really love them.
We want to know about their culture.
Yeah, like I want to see what the differences in their culture.
Yeah, and it's the exact same for other countries when they watch. I'm sure they enjoyed watching a Top Gun. Like, they enjoy learning of our culture. Oh, California and the military.
When
stuff
I
like
watch
that.
the occasional movie in French, Michelle doesn't even know if I do things like that sometimes. You have to read the subtitles the whole time, but I want to see French culture.
Have you watched any Bollywood movies?
That's one I have not. I don't think I have seen any Bollywood movies. I bet they're good. I bet there's some really good ones.
Yeah, I've never seen any Bollywood movies. I don't feel like they make their way over here. Like, occasionally
because it's like the other Hollywood.
Yeah, because occasionally like Netflix or say Squid Games will get like kind of like something made in Asia,
right,
that has subtitles, but I don't feel like we ever get Bollywood stuff.
Let's bring a little Bollywood here. We need a little Bollywood flavor.
I've just never seen any of it, really. I mean, they had kind of the Bollywood situation in the Eternals movie. That's the most I've seen of Bollywood, and it was fake. So I just really have not seen it. The Umbrella Academy is wild. The Eternals.
That guy was funny. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he was funny. Well, and
he was the best part of the movie.
He was like one of the best characters in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And he should have been utilized more.
A lot
as
more.
Our friend Matt Kadesh said.
He should have been he was like the one thing that always worked to me in the show. Like, he always brought interest level. He was good. Let's see. After watching The Clone Wars, the prequel trilogy gained a whole lot more meaning and depth, especially Revenge of the Sith. Oh, definitely. I love The Clone Wars. It was great. Stephen with the $4.99 super sticker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. We appreciate that very, very much.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate it. What was I going to say?
I love all my YouTube boyfriends. I love them.
I literally forgot
I'm kidding. You got, maybe you don't consider me the same way, but I just, the gang's all here.
Gosh. Metallica has done a guitar duet with Eddie. Really? Did they really? You know what? I think I saw that video on Instagram. Yes, I'm pretty sure I did see that.
Oh, cool. I haven't seen that.
Oh my gosh. Someone was showing, they've got like pictures all over line. There are like some of these old paintings and like the Louvre and stuff, like those type paintings that literally look like Eddie.
What do you mean?
I'll have to find it on Twitter. Like, some of those old,
like Eddie with the long hair, not Joseph Quinn as
Eddie.
The short. Okay,
but it looks like Joseph Quinn with like different with that. Like, they showed, some Stranger Things fan has found these and put them on Twitter, and they're pretty funny. I should have brought
Joseph Quinn. He is really because he's got like those really big eyes and he's cute.
He is. R.I.P. Eddie. R.I.P. Thank you, Fan Zone. I appreciate that. Leia Rose, always nice to see Leia Rose, the most lovely name on YouTube. I love that name. Let's see. I feel like I've missed someone here. And Latino Slant. It's nice to see Polly. It's nice to see Polly.
Always nice to see Polly.
Okay. So let me here. Let's see this.
Yeah, we got to keep up with the chat. Michelle.
Well, I'm trying to see.
Michelle's just talking. She's
see.
not doing her job, you guys.
I agree. Hold on. Okay, so I'm trying to find Sopranos. Everything else is a distant second. Let's see. Sopranos has better thank you, Fanzone and Polly. Sopranos has better acting, but Breaking Bad has better complete story. Okay, I just think Breaking Bad was like a perfect story, honestly.
Yeah.
Like to be telling a cautionary tale with like a villain as the lead, basically. I mean, he's not a good guy. I just think that using the word complete, it was a very complete story.
Probably one of the best written series ever.
It was.
I would dare to say.
I will say, had I been a huge fan of The Sopranos, when I watched the final scene of the show, again, I watched it because I was just curious why people always like debated the scene for so long. I will have to say, if I'd been invested, I understand why people were really disappointed with that ending of The Sopranos. But when I was just watching it as a person who's never watched the show, I really appreciated the scene. The actual scene is kind of genius.
Well, I'm not going to say it in case, like, I think I know at the end, Tony.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, yeah.
Well, the screen just goes black.
Okay.
But the whole, you need to watch that scene. That scene is like masterfully made.
Okay.
Like it just, the anxiety just keeps building.
I don't know. I might just watch the whole series. I need a show.
She's like, I'm desperate here.
I know.
He said, what does 100 get me? He's hoping it's better than that robot.
A better dance, I promise. And the offer's out there. Like, if you guys want to see me dance some more tonight, super chat and I'll do it.
I don't know if like Natalie's...
I mean, I'm not that prideful.
I don't know if Natalie's dance skills is going
I don't know
to...
if they warrant really anything.
We really just need
it's really just the kindness of your heart.
You need Jay in the chat because he would super chat it just so he could clip it and forever humiliate you.
And make fun of me forever.
He absolutely would do that. There would be no doubt about that. This chat it's moving fast on me, guys.
You guys, but we like it. Don't stop. Keep going.
And Mumbling May with the 279. Congrats, ladies. Sending love from Canada. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate that.
Our Canadian neighbors up there.
And he says, thank you for, modding the wild chat. Man, his chat was wild. It was like, what did it get up to, Valiant? It was like, did it get up to the nines?
Were you the mod?
I was one of the moderators. But he had like, man, that chat was rocking. It got up 800, 900. It was happening.
Valiant's just crushing the game.
He really does. When I do things, I ask myself, what would Valiant do?
WWVD. How would Valiant approach this?
When it comes to YouTube,
he knows.
That is exactly what I ask myself. They say that Top Gun movies are far right. They really have at this point.
Yeah, it's like Shmray Schmandolf. Maybe you guys don't. Like she was like it's very
yes.
It's very American, and it's like almost like it was a negative, and it's just like good.
Well, she also said she's
like, if you're really American, you're like, I guess if you're like patriotic, I guess.
Yeah, she also was like, I wonder how Tom Cruise feels to be a symbol of the far right or something like that, or the conservatives or something.
Did she really say that?
She did. It was said. It was either conservatives or right. I don't know what she said, but
Shmray Schmandal. Do better.
Oh yeah.
We love you. Love you so much.
Let's see. FYI, Michelle Natalie Dune started filming. He knew what we wanted to know.
It was on our minds and hearts.
Do you know, I think Austin Butler got cast in Dune 2. Natalie's like, now I may see Dune 2.
Don't mind if I do. That boy is a cutie.
The Reagan era 80s brought a newfound love for American patriotism. I'd say there really is something true that that.
Yeah, I would have never thought about that.
Because-
but that probably is a connection.
Because the 70s with like let's see, Nixon's the 70s, right? Yeah, with like Nixon and the war, I feel like American sentiment was low. And then you're right. I think Reagan and there really was like a lot of patriotism in the 80s. I mean, you see that in Rocky IV.
Yes.
I mean, they literally do live it in America. And I love Rocky IV. I absolutely love it. I feel like Top Gun Maverick had some Rocky IV vibes to it. In fact, I thought
Definitely.
Top Gun had some Rocky IV vibes to it. I really do love Rocky IV, though. I can change. You can change. We all can change.
Okay, I'm a pretty girly girl, but those Rocky movies, like, they get me in my feels.
And that is
Like,
just
they get me pumped, they get me emotional, they get me inspired. I guess I just love a good like underdog story, like somebody that the odds are against them and they just keep going. They just don't give up. And that scene with all the kids, like when he's running, that's like one of the best. Like that scene just like makes me tear up and so happy at the same time.
I'll tell you what scene I've always. Okay, I know Rocky IV gets a lot of hate, but clearly you're hearing that I really love Rocky IV. And I'll tell you that scene is awesome.
Yeah,
but
the music.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's when the music's played. But in Rocky IV, there's like this moment that I just feel, and that's why people love Rocky, right? It's like it's symbolic to life. You get knocked down, you get back up.
Well, and then not to mention, much like Forrest Gump,
Another great one.
Rocky is just like, he's just a precious person too. Like his character, it's like an innocence. Like he's not the smartest.
And I hate, I love
him.
I feel like people, because of the way he talks and because he played Rocky, like think Sylvester Stallone's not
really like that.
And it's like Sylvester Stallone wrote those movies. Like he's clearly a pretty smart man.
I'm pretty sure this is working okay for Sly Stallone.
Like, I mean, he wrote a genius trilogy or series there. I mean, it was awesome. But the moment I love in Rocky IV, it's like Rocky's he's been getting beat like the whole time. And then it's like something just goes off in Rocky's mind, and he literally goes out there and he's like, "Hit me!" Like he's like, "Hit me again." He lets the Russian hit him, and it's just like a point of like he's almost crazy of like, I'm not gonna be stopped.
Like
then it's just boom, I'm coming.
Like you're not gonna break me.
Yeah,
Go
like
ahead
hit
and
me. You can just I'll just give you a free punch. Like it.
Hit me with your best shots.
He literally was like, "Hit me with your." I love that scene though. I think of it often.
We love Rocky around here.
We really do.
We're big fans.
We've become the Rocky channel tonight.
Who knew it would go? We just never know on these lives.
Well, and I think too, again, Rocky, it's just such a. I think why women can love it is it. I mean,
I love it. I deeply love it.
When a character's great, you can whether it's men loving Ripley or us loving Rocky,
you can still relate.
You relate as a human. You relate. You relate to that struggle,
no matter what gender you are.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rocky, I mean, again, it's just so many. It's just that strength to keep going that I think that we all love with Rocky.
That we all need.
Yeah, and like you said, he's like such a sweet person.
Yes. Like even when she gets pregnant, do you remember he's like, I knew you could do it. And it's just like, it's so dumb, but like it's so sweet.
But it's like pure.
Like he's so proud of her for getting.
Yeah, like you gotta love Rocky.
Ew, he's so sweet. He's the sweetest idiot you'll ever.
Or is that no, I can't say.
Forrest Gump. Okay, I mean it's a toss.
But they're both awesome.
They're both awesome. Two of my favorite characters.
Who do we think smarter, Rocky or Forrest Gump?
Rocky.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
But then there's things about Forrest that are really
Rocky. He's just been hit once.
Yeah.
Like, but there's still some intelligence there.
Forrest has some intelligence. He runs a business.
Yeah. No, he is. But Forrest is smart emotionally.
Yeah.
You know, and that counts for a lot.
Do you know a movie that has, I think he's just, this character, I think is just autistic. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I've never watched all of Rain Man with Tom Cruise.
I haven't watched all, I watched pieces growing up.
I've seen
I've
seen scenes of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never watched that. I thought maybe that could be a first watch. I was going to get into that with you guys about first watches because I think our next first watch is going to be, Back to the Future 2. Because
That
Natalie and
sounds
I
good.
have both only seen the first one. I've never
Right.
seen 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like people really do like Back to the Future 2. You can let me know if they don't. I feel like
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
I feel like it was well received. Shrimping business for Forrest Gump. He was in the shrimping business.
Lieutenant Dan. Magic legs.
Lieutenant Dan, that's an actor you got to appreciate what he really took that role. And like since he did Forrest Gump, he has done so much for wounded veterans. Like it's very touching what that actor has done.
It's not just it's like beautiful.
Yeah.
Actually his character, his story arc is actually I could bring a tear to my eye. I mean, it's so good.
Well, and it's just like they gave like wounded soldiers a character.
Yeah.
that we love. Like it's
Right.
a great character. But yeah, that talk about an actor who actually uses his influence to do something like worthwhile. I mean, help it.
And you know, and he got a happy ending.
He did.
He got his life back, and he was happy about it.
He did. Yeah, you gotta love Lieutenant Dan. Al from LA, 30 with a $30 super chat.
Thank you so much.
Please call the Monday Night Football games that Peyton and Eli are banning are not on. Hey, I would love to. Natalie'd be like, that could be some comedy. Actually, we should do that. If you're trying to sit there and narrate what's going on with me,
my goodness,
that could be some comedy. It really could be.
I think there could be some laughs for you all.
It really could be. Thank you so much.
It's kind of like when somebody told me that they thought it'd be the funniest thing, like if I went to boot camp and like videos.
That would be funny. Natalie,
that could be funny.
In fact, Natalie, I remember because I was sitting down in the audience like, good Lord, I was being embarrassed. Natalie got her senior year, got called up to enter the Crystals eating contest.
You remember that?
I do, yes. Because as people are sitting there eating, Natalie is laid back and just so slowly taking one bite at a time in an eating contest.
I remember the kid, I won't say it.
Yeah.
He was across from me, and we both just kind of almost looked at each other like, we're not going to take this seriously. Neither one of us really tried that much. We're like, it's not our fault we got called down here in front of the whole school.
Yeah, but I was just out in the audience like, that's Natalie for you. But that would be fun.
You know, I got to be me.
And thank you so much, Al. We truly appreciate that very much.
Thank you very much.
That was awesome.
It really means a lot.
It does. Let's see. I liked Back to the Future 2, would say 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking, that it went about that route for people. And is 3 good? Or the Force of Light cast? That would be us. That would be awesome. Natalie can dance. Yeah, she can do the robot for the Monday Night Football. She's gonna need to work on it.
I'm gonna get better at it, and I'll come back to you next week with better skills.
I mean, she can't even do the white girl dance.
You know, they taught me my junior year in high school to do the Beyonce dance.
Did they really?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Which one? Your senior in high school. That was before. If you wanted, then you could have put a ring on.
When we come back, I'll show you.
Here, you can do it.
Okay. So you guys, to do the Beyonce dance from like Crazy in Love, you gotta start like this and go. Hold on, I'm trying to think of.
Oh yeah, Crazy in Love was that when you're in high school. This is
guys, I can't dance. I tried.
This was a real struggle session.
I can dance at home by myself, not on camera.
Natalie, just sit down before you embarrass yourself. See, I own it.
All right, I'm coming back.
I'm a basic white girl. I can't dance at all. I'm stiff as a board. Like I can't dance. But I just own that and refuse to dance.
Natalie about to break the internet. I'm clipping this.
Can you do Running Man?
What's that one?
Hold on, what is Running Man? I even forget what Running Man is now. That one's the older one.
You can
throw
the dice.
She can throw the dice, I suppose.
You can start up.
Can you do the sprinkler? I think we're now into what's that movie? the Night at a Roxbury dances.
Bombshell.
We're not even going to the same direction.
Go that way.
Oh,
Okay,
which
hold on.
way?
1, 2, 3. You go.
I need you to go down. I'm an ambi-turner. I can't turn left.
Okay. Can you do it this way? What is love?
You have to. You can't just be a. You have to give pauses, Natalie. There's a
I need to
rhythm to
rewatch.
it. There's a rhythm to it.
Emilio!
I need some clips. That was a movie I watched a lot as a kid.
We did watch that a lot of times.
And bear with me. I'm pulling something up on Twitter. 1 second. Yeah, I watched that one a lot. I'm going to pull up a tweet I had. Let me get those down. I'm going to bring up a movie that I really, really loved. If I can find this. Apparently I've tweeted too much in the last day.
We're like the opposite. Like I tweet like once a month.
I'm like, where is this? Here we go. So now let me pull this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
91 of you here.
Yeah. Awesome to see you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We need an Elvis too. Okay, so they had this. What's the most random movie you love, probably more than anyone else? And I'm going to throw out this recommendation to everybody. Almost Heroes.
One of the best.
It was Chris Farley's last movie, and it is absolutely hysterical. It really and truly is.
Love that movie.
I quote that movie.
I still quote that to this day.
But
what stinks is most people don't know the quotes.
But do you know, I have shown that movie to so many friends, and I've never had a person not die laughing watching that movie.
If you like Chris Farley,
you have to like Chris Farley.
This is great Chris Farley.
It's Chris Farley and Matthew Perry.
And really at their best, and you just have to, with each other, the dynamic, it's pretty hilarious.
Yes, Matthew Perry obviously is the straight man in the situation.
And very proper, and Chris Farley is Chris Farley.
Yeah, he's gonna be Chris Farley. Let's see. I'm trying to find this other tweet. Here we go. Okay, let me pull this up for you guys too. I wanted to bring this up. Okay, so winning the summer. We didn't even get to Stranger Things. We'll talk. We'll talk about that more. We'll talk about Stranger Things whenever you want to.
Whenever you want to, we're down.
Yeah. I mean, if you want this at times to be the Stranger Things channel, we're willing to go there for you.
Let us know.
But yeah, we didn't really get into that much, but we do have multiple videos on it. Speaking of Stranger Things, though, I thought this was pretty awesome. So Kate Bush, which of course is now iconic song of Running Up That Hill. I mean, talk about a song that saves your life. That one does. But anyways, so Kate Bush, they have estimated, has made $2.3 million from her 37-year-old song. And all this has happened since May 31st when Stranger Things released. Is that not crazy?
I mean, good for her.
I mean, it's awesome for her.
Well, it's just kind of cool. Like, it's just like, probably her. It's just how stuff can happen in life, I guess.
Out of nowhere.
She probably would have never in a million years thought like, oh, I'm going to make a killing from the song 37 years later.
Absolutely. And now people are even discovering, like, I've had multiple people tell me like different songs I need to check out.
Yeah.
That if I like that, I'll like some for others. So that's just, okay. So talk about, how do you know who won the ratings battle between Kenobi and Stranger Things? Which one is a cultural phenomenon right now? And which one has already been forgotten by most people? Ask yourself that.
What happened in that show?
I don't know. Reva, Leia, I don't know.
Oh, I hope you guys can see us. I see the
I know we're pixelated.
Are we pixelated? Put it back on us. Let me see.
We're pixelated.
But yeah, we're not. Are we?
No, we are. We're freaking pixelated.
But I don't see it.
It's me. What, running up that hill? I mean, my gosh, it's just so awesome.
I just see like two cuties. Is all I see.
But yeah, she
guys, sometimes you got to compliment yourself, okay?
She was talking about us. Yeah, that song is 37 years old. It really is. It's I just listened to a recent Kate Bush interview, and she's a massive fan of the show. That's awesome. Well, she should be. She's got 2.3 million reasons to be now.
Truly. That'd be kind of awkward if she was like, thanks, but she's like, I just really am not a fan of the show.
Can we just say how awesome, and you guys, I'm sure you've watched our reaction, but definitely go to the part in the finale in our reaction where everything comes together. Nancy's got the gun, Hop's got the sword, and they're throwing the fire, and frickin' Kate Bush comes on, and you're just
it's almost like too good. It's almost too much.
It's too much on the senses.
But yeah, that sequence, yes, with the sword they play, and Nancy really was kind of
she killed it.
She was kind
her
of
faces as she shoots.
The showstopper for me. I Hopper too, but man, she did good.
And I'm just gonna say this gracefully. Let's just say I don't know if there's much more, like, talk about a shot of female empowerment than Nancy with the shotgun.
The Nancy with that shotgun.
Because it is empowering when a woman knows how to use a gun properly.
It's kind of turning me on.
But that scene is really awesome. It really is.
Somebody said tank top Natalie equals fun.
Well, where was it?
Oh, it was Chris. You're kind of right.
It's fun times at Ridgemont High.
And you guys, do you know what's crazy? And I'm not trying to flex here, but I've had this tank top since I was 19 years old.
Yeah, I've seen it for a long time. I had that thought today, and I was like, I'll just let it go.
So, it's old but gold. I keep things sometimes.
Apparently, it got its use. It did. Yeah. Well, that is it, guys, for our Monday Night Light stream. It's Force of Light Live, but
I can truly say it's been a pleasure.
It has been. We went with Force of Night Live in case we ever aren't on a Monday. But sometimes I may throw out Monday Night Light.
We like to keep our options open
because I really like it.
We like to live dangerously.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, you guys have been awesome as always. You guys are freaking. Oh, last thing. Let's see. Marcos, can you get in the I'm sure you've had it in there. If you can get in there, our T Public, we have out now. Mine's supposed to arrive soon. I'll show it to you next week because it should be here. We did a Top Gun themed, like inspired by the logo of Top Gun, Force of Light t-shirt. It's awesome. Talk about being American. It's awesome t-shirt. I'm waiting for mine to come in. So definitely go to our T Public store. Again, Marcos will have them in the feed here in a second, but definitely check it out.
Yes.
Like maybe wait, there it is. Like maybe wait till they go on sale, but get you a t-shirt because
we honestly always recommend wait for a sale because they will go on sale.
They do a sale like at the beginning of every month.
Yeah. so might as well.
Yeah.
Might as well wait for it.
But the Stranger Things one is still there, which is always, it's like my favorite. I wear it all the time. But that Top Gun one is really cool. I really love it. I can't wait to get mine. Mine's on the way.
It's pretty cute, you guys.
It honestly is. So definitely check that out. But guys, you guys have been awesome. We will be back next Monday, 7:00 to talk about, I don't know. We'll have to wait till then to see what we're going to talk about. But we will be back chatting with you guys. Thank you so much for celebrating 7K with us. Onwards. We appreciate you guys so much.
And that's not to get mushy, but it's just I literally, and I probably said this before, but I'm not kidding when I say there were times when we started our YouTube channel, I didn't think we were going to get to 100 subscribers. And but I'm serious. I would kind of tell, we'll get there.
I remember one time
then we
you
got
said,
to 100,
Michelle,
but I remember thinking but we'll never get to 1,000.
She literally said, I remember one time she's like, Michelle, are we ever going to get to 1,000?
I just, in my heart, I still believed, but yeah, you guys, you proved me wrong in a good way.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
7K subs, but 24K gold content. I like that. I like that a lot.
I love that.
I really do like that. Yeah, you guys are awesome. 7K. We're moving on to 8K. Then 9K.
Richard, I like your passion for our show.
I do too, Richard. I see it. That's like when we get the Tom Cruise level passion. And
I like that energy.
I do.
Richard.
I like that energy.
Keep it up.
But yes, we're gonna keep going. I'm kind of I need to see what movies are coming out to review. I know there's that Netflix movie with Ryan Reynolds. I could say that. Not Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans is coming out this week. But
Okay.
I'm trying to think, but I don't know if any big movie coming out really anytime soon. I'm not really sure. And then we'll have something. We're gonna do some reaction videos and different things. So
we won't keep you hanging.
hopefully
we'll come up with something.
Hopefully we'll see you before next Monday. But if not, definitely come back next Monday, 7 o'clock, and we'll have coffee talk.
Good times.
Yeah, but thank you everyone again so much for joining the stream.
Thank you for stopping by.
You guys have been awesome.
I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego.
And thanks for stopping by.
But mainly, stay classy.
And blessings on all of you.
Yes. See you guys. We will see you guys maybe before Monday on a video, but next Monday live at 7 o'clock.
Thank you very much.
See ya. We have left